Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Bible study. I promise you that here and there we're going to get the miracles of Jesus. There are so many, and we want to touch some of them and see how we can bring in our understanding and in our lives. All right, so today we are going to learn about a woman with blood issue for 12 years is what I entitled in Luke 8, verses 43 to 48. All right, and we do have Malachi next. So let's dive in. A woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years, but no one could heal her. Wow. 12 years is not a month, 2 months, 1 year. 12 years. That's a long time. And if you never been bleeding before, you don't know how that is. So, from my experiences with patient being a nurse, people that are bleeding a lot, or just say even like a little bit a day, you lose the iron in the from the blood. You lose iron. You lose lots of minerals and vitamins that the body needs it, and you become weak. You have sunken eyes, anemic, dizzy. You can barely walk around. For sure, she spent lots of money to the doctors that couldn't heal her. She didn't know where the bleeding comes from. Now, in Jewish tradition and culture, if a woman is bleeding, it's called unclean. It's unclean woman. So she could not be among other people. She's supposed to be more in the house. Now, for some reason, either people didn't know or she got out among people, other people, when she heard Jesus is passing by. Okay? Now imagine that you spend all your money, excuse me, on the doctors that can do nothing about it. This time we do lots of things. I know technology and all that. We can fix things. We can fix bleeding and all that. We find the source, we fix it immediately. That time they were not sophisticated with technology, and she had to suffer for that long. Imagine. Verse 44. She came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. She came from behind. She was scared, as a Jewish considered that she's unclean. She was scared, horrified, but she had a faith in her. If I would just touch his garment, I will be healed immediately. It will be a miracle. And exactly what happened. She has so much faith that she's going to be healed. She just, as you see in the picture, she's grabbing, she lays on the floor because I would say being bleeding, no matter what you do, you get dizzy as you bleed. You are depleted, everything goes down. Potassium, say iron, potassium, all that, magnesium level, everything will go down, and you're dizzy. You can barely walk. So, and also as a sign of being humble, being like a servant as well. And just look at that, as she came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. Immediately. Wow. That's a miracle right away. Miracle, like in instant and instantly. As she is like 12 years fighting all these, she doesn't know what to do. Immediately, the bleeding stopped just to touch Jesus' garment. Okay. Now, I know that people, different churches, they have even a piece of cloth and they pray on it and pass it to the other one. The other one prays and the other ones and give it to the sick in the hospital. And I've seen a miracle happen in Canada. Was in Canada. So this gentleman that he was in ICU and they say he's like older age. I'm not sure what 17 in his 80s, 70 I believe 17 something. So he was not a young fellow anymore. They pray on that cloth and give it to him to hold it. It's like all these prayers are coming to him, you know. It's a piece of cloth. They say they never seen, nurses say they never seen something like that. Nobody will recover for that what he had from ICU, but he did. And they put him on surgical floor, I guess. I'm not sure if they perform a surgery or not. And he lived. So praying. Now, what Jewish people, let's keep going. What Jewish people they have for praying is called talit. That's a praying shawl. And now he puts, and it's long. For men is all the way down, down, down. And you can, I say even for women, if you want to, like women and men, but usually men in Jewish tradition, they have it with them all the time. And then they go in the secret place and they pray to the Father, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they pray, they cover their head and pray. So how many times, if that's the case, imagine how many times Jesus pray with that praying shawl called talit? Every night, every day. So was full of prayers that are going out to people. It was, I would say, well, he was anointed. He was like I would say, glory of God was following him. He's a son of God, but he had even his garments was you will feel the glory of God when he will walk and he will go. Now listen what is in Malachi 4:2. I picked up New King James Version because it's better understanding. It says, "But to you who fear my name," like who is to you? Me, you, anybody who fear my name. And we think about this lady that she had the issue of bleeding for 12 years. We can refer to her this time. To you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness, who is Jesus, shall arise with healing in his wings. All right. I did get all down, but I highlighted and I underlined it. I will go through it and make sure you understand. To you, me, and I say we'll refer to the lady who had the issue of blood for 12 years. Who fear my name, the name of Jesus, because it says next, my name, the Son of Righteousness. Who is the Son of Righteousness? Jesus. That if you fear Jesus, you shall arise, the Son of Righteousness shall arise with healing in his wings. If you fear him in your life, Jesus will arise with the healing in his wings and you get healed. So this lady was fearful. She had so much faith because of Malachi 4:2. In old time, they were saying when Messiah will come, he will come with a healing in his wings. And then Jewish people believe that. And even they will touch, they have some fringes. You will touch that, a miracle will happen. Especially is on Jesus, the Son of God. Okay? It says more there, and you shall go out and grow fat like stall-fed cows. It's not necessary. It's like you grow fat. You will be nourished. You will be like God will supply for you. You shall go out, maybe enjoy, like will be like that, not specific to the fat and to that you gain weight. It's not nothing like that. Nothing. You will grow like in wealth, in abundance, in things like that. It's an expression. Okay, so let's go back to the woman. So we know when Jesus will come, and he knew when Messiah will come with the healing in his wings. And this is one of the miracles that Jesus performed. With this woman had to come and touch the garment, which was she touched. I'll show you here. She's touching the fringes over there. That's coming from the prayer shawl. So this is more what I think it happened. It showed the first picture. We have that she's touching the cloth. It says the garment. It's just touching it. This, she believed, she has so much faith that she believed that's the Messiah for sure. If I touch this, I get healed because he's the Messiah. Okay, that's why I put this picture. Verse 44. Who touched me? Jesus asked. Now he knew. Jesus knew. He knows. He knew what was around him. He knew. He can see the sick. He can feel it. He's the Son of God. He can detect the spirits, the sickness, everything. He can read you as an open book. You're an open book to him. You can't just, if you lie, he knows you lied. So it's like that. He knew who was sick. He knew what happened. But he asked, who touched me? Why? He wanted this woman to bring the testimony. So she needed to testify. He wanted that the woman will come and testify what happened. Because if you get healed, when Jesus heals you, and in so many, it's how the gospel spreads with our testimony. If God does something to you, if Jesus heals you, or something happened, a miracle happens, and you glorify God, you tell people what happened. That's a testimony. And you build other people up like, wow, if that happened to her, it can happen to me. I can get healed as well. So you see what I'm going with this? So if happened to her, it will happen to you as well. All right, let's get, we are still in verse 45. So when they all deny it, so who touched me? Jesus asked, but when they all deny it, like it's like, not me, not me, not me. This lady, she's scared. She's scared that somebody will fear grab to her. And probably I say so many years she was with fear that people say, oh no, this is unclean woman. You can't touch people. You gotta go away from the crowd. So that's why it was with fear grabbed her for so many years that she couldn't be around the crowd, because somebody may identify that it's her and she's bleeding and she's identified as an unclean woman. And that's why she didn't say nothing. She kept quiet. When they all denied, Peter said, Master, the people are crowding and pressing against you. Like, why you ask who touched me like that? So like, it's a crowd. Everybody's, passing by you and, gets by you, and it's like with the clothing and, like touch you by mistake, just coming by you. But Jesus say, we're in verse 46, someone touched me. I know that power has gone out from me. It happened to me once. I'm not sure how, but I says like press on with prayers. I have like many years ago, Still, like I came to Jesus, and many years ago, maybe 15 years ago or more, something happened. I visited this lady that she gave birth to her baby, and I went visiting, and she had an infection, kind of sort, after she delivered the baby. And I think it was a breast infection. She couldn't feed her baby. And as I pray for her, when I found out, as I pray for her, I felt exactly what Jesus said. I felt the power went out of me, but not me being weak. Like didn't make me weak. I felt something went out of me to touch her. So I knew it was the power of Jesus Christ. It will touch her, heal her, even though she did not believe it. She did go to the doctor to get antibiotics, but I felt it. That was one time I felt that. So it's what Jesus felt. You felt that like a power goes out, but you don't feel like you are less power in you, like in your weekend, and you feel still strong. Alrighty, verse 47. Then the woman, seeing that she could not go unnoticed, came trembling and fell at his feet. She was so scared that she will be judged again. People will point to her, and who knows what they will do to her. And she was scared. In the presence of all the people, we go like she came bow down to Jesus. Jesus just wanna bless her. She already got her healing by faith. In the presence of all the people, she told why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. This is her testimony. You gotta testify. If you been healed, like miracles happen to you, you gotta testify. It's what Jesus asked her to testify, to tell everybody else what just happened. Instantly healed. 48. Then he said to her, daughter of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, daughter of God, your faith has healed you. Go in peace. Because she had that much faith. If I'm touching the fringes of his prayer shawl, because he prays for people, he prays, he is with God the Father, he prays in his presence. That'll be so anointing, that prayer shawl. If you touch just the little fringes at the end, if you can't touch it, she had that much faith, she would get healed instantly. And exactly what happened. That's why Jesus say, daughter, your faith has healed you. Daughter of God, go in peace. He didn't say don't be afraid. Now she has nothing to be afraid anymore, but go in peace, have peace. Wow. So what we learned, to have faith in God is take us far. We'll have like miracles, signs and wonders every day of our life. We just have to have faith that God would heal us. So any parts of your body suffering, God can heal you. You have to have faith in God. As you pray today, when you bend your knees and pray, or you can pray anywhere in your secret place, God will know who you are, and he will heal you. And God will say, daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a big miracle done, and hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy it. Till next time, I say goodbye. Goodbye now.